Hello guys and gals, what we're going to do today is talk about male grooming, men's makeup. And when we think of men's makeup, we sometimes think about drag queens or transgendered or transvestites, or we just think of feminine makeup. But really, if you have a look at most of the politicians, most public relations speakers, male newscasters, album covers by men, etc., every guy wants to look good. And the regular guy can take advantage of all of these techniques and tips as well. So we're going to have a quick overview of my own skincare routine and some results of my research and investigation. First thing they say you shouldn't do is smoke. To that I say, okay, we're going to start off with our cleansing routine. And what we're going to do here is start with the Dermaglow Gentle Foaming Cleanser. And what this is going to do is remove all the junk that's on your face that accumulates throughout the day, mostly dead cells and oils. And then of course these interact with environmental contaminants, and it's just nasty stuff. So no, don't use your Irish Spring. Grab yourself a cleanser. This is about the best I've found, Dermaglow Gentle Foaming Cleanser. It opens up and it just produces a little bit of foam. See, this is foam. Oh my goodness, I've finally seen foam. Thank you, Davis, for the enlightenment. So what you're going to do is take that foam and you're going to mix it with a little bit of water, swirl it around, and I'll spare you the details. You're just going to very gently rinse around the face. And that's going to remove a lot of the damaged and dead cells on the surface of the skin and contaminants. So we're going to do that in the morning and at night. And I know you're going to forget, so at least do it once a day. Geez, keep it in the shower with you if you have to. Doing it once is better than not doing it at all. Then what we're going to do, hun, is we're going to we're going to remove that, rinse that off. Then we're going to take a 10% glycolic acid solution. This again is made by Dermaglow. It's not cheap, but it works. For men, particularly because of testosterone, we produce a thicker layer of skin. We remove some of that, we exfoliate that, remove those dead cells through shaving, but the rest of the face doesn't get touched. And that's what's going to give you that kind of really worn, tired look. So what you want to do is take this Dermaglow Gentle Foaming Cleanser. You've finished cleaning with it, and then we take our glycolic acid solution. So it's only 2 steps. The cleanser contains a toner. The toner restores the pH of the skin because soaps are alkaline and our skin likes to be acid. So the foaming cleanser has a toner with it that neutralizes the pH of the skin. Then we're just going to towel our skin off, and then we take a little bit of this 10% glycolic acid solution, and we're going to do a mini face peel. When a woman goes into a cosmetologist for a face peel, a physician, of course, they'll use maybe 30% glycolic acid, and that'll almost produce a burn. This produces maybe a mild sting, but you guys are used to it. You use skin bracers. It lets you know you're alive. And you're just going to take this, and you're just going to tap it through the skin and just swab a little bit of this glycolic acid along the lining of the nose, the bridge of the nose, the sides of the nose, one side of the face, all the way up. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure you hit these areas. Keep it well away from the eyes. It is glycolic acid. And what that's going to do is give you a gentle face peel. And you just leave it. The instructions from Dermaglow are very simple. You just let that be. Once that's dried, which is like 30 seconds, then we're going to move into our moisturizer. I've found a number of products that are fabulous. The Vichy men's line moisturizers are really, really good. I have to use my reading glasses, hun. You know, this is makeup for the rest of us. This is Hydra Mag C. This is magnesium and vitamin C concentrate, and this is a fabulous kind of rejuvenating treatment for the skin. So if your skin appears very dull and lifeless, this is the kind of product you want to aim for. This is by Vichy, the Hydra Mag C. That's a moisturizer with magnesium and vitamin C. The other great product, if you're finding that your facial structure getting a little bit of wattling and a little bit of hanging fat, well, the best thing you can do is get to the gym. The more time you spend in the gym, the less of this will hang. So you and I both know that's true. But for those of us that it just keeps happening, this is called Structure S, and this is made by Vichy again. And again, this is just a beautiful little moisturizing lotion, and you're just going to dab a little bit of this on your fingertips and apply it to the face. So again, if your problems are more related to rosiness and glow and just a real kind of young appearance, you're going to go with the Mag C. This is for restoring structure and balance and firming. All right, this is by Vichy again. This is called Norm-Active C, and what this is a hydrating moisturizer. So once I've used the skin treatment products to correct specific problems, I'm going to take a little of my moisturizer, and I'm just going to tip that, and I'm just going to work that into the skin. And of course, video cam plus marginal lighting plus, we hope no gobs of this stuff are appearing. So we have our reading glasses, and we continue just up here. And work your way down the face. It just feels fantastic the moment it's on, and that's going to lock in moisturizer. So again, the product I recommend, Davis's pick for boys' beauty, is the Norm-Active CG Purifying Hydrating Fluid. And that's a moisturizer, and that's going to lock moisture into the skin. There's a number of ways to moisturize the skin. Basically, there's what are called humectants, and then there's barriers. And barriers, moisturizers, are moisturizers in which you use a product like this, which forms a shield so water can't evaporate from the skin. Humectants draw water into the skin. Uramol, which is something they sell in drugstores, is a humectant. It actually draws water into the skin. There are other products of note I'd like you to have a look at. This is the Lift Active, and this is an anti-wrinkle cream, again made by Vichy. And if you've never used one of these, the way it works is you have to push the container to the side like that, and hopefully we're going to get a little bit out. There, tiny little bit of the product. And this again is the Lift Active. This is a lift treatment specifically defined for men, for lifting the under eye area, for lifting the cheekbones, for lifting the under jaw area. So we're just going to put a little bit of this, work this into the skin. Of course, I can't see much in the tiny video camera monitor, so one hopes there are no large splashes of it sitting like broccoli in the teeth. And we're just going to use that lift agent as well. So you can use these lift agents, generally if you're going to use treatment products, use them just before the moisturizer, but I had to show you that great lift product there. There's one other great little product. This is for under eye, and I have big problems with this. I don't sleep a lot. I'm one of these people that gets by in about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but my body doesn't. And so I've got under eye area, so I usually use concealers, etc. As you can see, once those established, they're really hard to clear. But all we're going to do is take a little bit of this stuff. And this is an under eye cream, and this is just placed just under the eye area, as the name would imply. And you just take maybe your third finger or your second finger, doesn't matter which finger you use, you just tap it in really, really lightly in the eye area. Now this again, this eye cream is by Vichy. And let's grab our slippery glasses, all covered in moisturizer. Healthiest skin on these glasses, I tell you. And this again is by Vichy. I'll just hold it up. This is their under eye cream, under eye product. So what we've done is we've cleansed, we've used, and then we've rinsed it. We've used a glycolic acid solution to exfoliate. You have to exfoliate male skin because it's thick. Because of testosterone, it's much thicker than female skin. It's a little rougher, which you might have noticed. But you can remove a lot of that with glycolic acid. Shaving removes right around here. It exfoliates that outer layer. But in the other parts of the face, those don't get much exfoliation or care. So that's where those products become very important to use. There are some other great skincare products I'll quickly show you, and then we'll move on to male makeup application. First of all, we have just things I've discovered along the way that are fabulous. This is Elizabeth Arden First Defense. It's an antioxidant cream. It's loaded with antioxidants, and they soak up free radicals which cause aging and damage in the skin. So this is called First Defense by Elizabeth Arden. I hope I said that right, because I've got some water stuff. Elizabeth Arden First Defense. It's a unique product. Its only purpose in life is to soak up free radical reactions on the surface of the skin. Big part of anti-aging therapy, so it's worth checking out. Read up on it. Give all these products a try for yourself. Another great product that comes out of Elizabeth Arden is Provage. Now, Provage is basically, it's a product called idibenone, and idibenone is a parapol antioxidant that was developed initially in experimental research for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease in Japan. It was then used for organ transplants to preserve organs during transfer from donor to recipient, and then it was modified, and it's kind of a yellow powder, and it was used by athletes to enhance athletic performance. Eventually, Arden got a hold of it and cut a deal with Allergan, who make Botox and other products, and they produced this stuff called Provage. And Provage is a very, very powerful antioxidant. And the instructions for this is that you go to the store and you just take a little Provage and you just put a little bit on your skin. and you leave it on your skin for maybe, like a few hours. Just don't touch it, leave it. Now, if it tingles and it gets red, it's not for you. It is a medication. It's a 0.5% solution, and that isn't safe enough to be sold to the public, but it is a medication. So once you pass the tolerance test, which most people do, then you would apply that morning and evening before your moisturizer. And what that's going to do is, it's a super powerful antioxidant, blows vitamin C and all these other things right out of the water. So it's a medical grade antioxidant. So that's really worth having a look at. That's Provage again by Elizabeth Arden. It's not cheap. It's about $200 for this much, but it lasts you about in the area of about 3 months maybe. So you're spending a few $100s a year, but it's much cheaper than cosmetic surgery. And some of the results are comparable to cosmetic procedures. It is a medication, Provage. A couple other goodies I want to show you here. This is the last of the Arden products. They're very good for skincare. They just really, that's their niche. Their makeup is meh, so-so. Their foundations are nice, but they really are about skincare. So this is an Elizabeth Arden Peel and Reveal mask, and it's this kind of purple goop. It's purpley goop, and it just comes out in this goopy, gelatinous kind of it's actually quite luxurious though when you use it. It comes with a little brush, and you brush it on your skin, and they suggest you do this maybe once or twice a week, and that really exfoliates and removes the outer layer of cells. So this you would only use once or twice a week. This is an exfoliating procedure to really renew the surface of the skin. This is Peel and Reveal by Elizabeth Arden. Really, really great product. It lasts a long time. A couple of other skincare products. Clarins does great work on skincare. They're really worth having a long look at. They do have a men's line, but men, women, it doesn't really matter when it comes to skincare, does it? I like the Vichy formulations because they seem to be geared toward men's problems, but for generic skincare, this is called Clarins Lotus Oil. And lotus oil is just the most fragrant, fantastic stuff, and it's just an oil. You apply it to your face, again, maybe once or twice a week. So you might like the Peel and Reveal. It makes a mask, and then you pull it off. If you like pulling things off your face, you really get a sense that you're cleaning because there's this kind of mask. If you're the kind of person that just loves to pop those little shipping bubbles, or if you're the kind of person that likes to peel oranges and you just like that feeling of that you're accomplishing something, you can go with those masks. This is just an oil, and then you're going to rinse this off with some cleansing milk or just some of your cleanser. And this oil is fabulous for nourishing and rejuvenating the skin. If you're really poor, then use olive oil. A really good extra virgin olive oil is amazing for the skin. It's cheap, and it does a similar job, but this has so much luxury. It has a lot of plant goodies. Clarins, by the way, is known for working with plant and organic products. That's kind of their niche. This is a peel, a Clarins peel. What you do with the peel is, again, you would rub it all over your face. It forms into a crust, and then you would remove it. And so this is good for really heavy abrasion, whereas the Peel and Reveal that I showed you is more for light, like weekly maintenance. But if you're just getting into skincare and your skin really looks awful, like most guys in their 50s, honestly, your skin, honey, looks awful. I'm almost 55. I'm not perfect, I'm far from it, but I'm taking care of it, I'm making an attempt. So there's no reason for you not to. Your wife will appreciate it. You don't have to go all metro on her, just hide a couple of these and use them as your secret weapon. Alright, so again, this is Clarins. Really good stuff. So what we're trying to say is a couple times a week you want to remove that outer layer of cells from the skin. That's our basic skincare routine. I hope it was interesting for you. Those are the best of the best that I found. What I'm going to do is stop the camera now, and then I'm going to show you how to do a male makeup for those occasions where you're looking a little bit less than your best.